but we're on our second qualifying lap now, and as you can see, just look ahead, there's cars here everywhere. What the hell? One Ghost Viper doesn't, he's off, we've run into him, and oh my goodness gracious. Hello everybody, welcome back to another brand new Gran Turismo Sport video. We're here for the FIA Manufacturer Series today. This round was, what was it, Tuesday, Wednesday night? Something like that. Group 3 at Brands Hatch. I was quite keen for this combination, to be honest. Brands Hatch, always been a favourite track of mine. I've always really liked the place. And yeah, I felt like we might have been able to do something good in this Subaru. As you can see, I've thrown a little British touring car livery on because, well, Subaru, Brands Hatch, what else are you going to think of? But anyway, 10-minute qualifying session, so I'm not sure in like the latest update if they've changed that back or not. But yeah, apparently now we have 10-minute qualifying sessions, so that's something. I suppose it does give us time to do 2, 3, maybe even 4 runs depending on where you're at. But anyway, we're going to come across the line for our first run of the session, and it's only a 23.7, puts us P5. I'm not happy with that, to be honest. I was doing 23.3s in practice, and as you can see, Dan Holland only on a 23.2 at the moment, so I don't know if I could potentially threaten for pole position, but I definitely feel like I could challenge the top 3. But we're on our second qualifying lap now, and as you can see, just look ahead, there's cars here everywhere. What the hell? One Ghost Viper doesn't, he's off, we've run into him, and oh my goodness gracious. So that has just ruined our second lap of this qualifying session, and I was seriously pissed because I was actually purple in every single sector on that lap so far until I come to that traffic jam. So yeah, that kind of really pissed me off, but anyway, there ain't much we can do about it. I had to come in, and now I'm on one final qualifying lap, and as you can see, we're about half a tenth down. Wasn't really, I don't know, kind of zoned in, so to speak, on this quali lap. I was probably, well, no probably about it, I was driving with a bit of anger. I was driving with a lot, to be honest. And yeah, as you can see, certainly hasn't helped me. We're only set at 23.9, so we don't even improve. We're down to P6 at the moment, and I think that is where we stay, and it is, so I don't know what to say about that, to be honest. I mean, P6, it's okay, but from the pace that we were showing on that second lap, I felt like I could definitely be sitting P2 or P3 right now. And yeah, I was really pissed at this point. I was really unimpressed with some of those guys that were just parked almost side by side when it was clear as day there were like 2-3 cars coming up behind on hot laps. So yeah, I don't know, that's the only problem with tracks like Brands Hatch and cars like these, is sometimes traffic can be a bit of a problem, and yeah, unfortunately it was a bit of an issue for us. But anyway, P6 for Subaru, not too bad. Definitely feel like we've got the pace to at least get up to 4th. Obviously I'm going to try and challenge the top 3 if I can. Of course that's what we always try and do. I mean, you know, if you're not here to try and win, then there's no point being here. But as you can see, I had a little bit to say in the chat there, you know, basically just venting my frustration, and a couple of people agreed with me, so yeah, there's that. But anyway, starting P6 here at Brands Hatch, I don't know what to expect. Let's just get into it and see what happens. So here we are, ready to roll at Brands Hatch. Lamborghini in pole position, Mercedes, Ford 2-3, Renault, Volkswagen 4-5, Subaru, Nissan 6 and 7. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, lights out, and away we go. For this first lap, really just wanted to settle into a rhythm. Didn't want to try and, try and overtake these guys, so to speak. That sounds a bit weird, actually. Wasn't going to risk anything trying to make a move on anybody. Let's just say that. The main aim was just to, like I said, get some heat in the tyres, get into a rhythm, and as you can see, we've got old mate Alex behind us, but he's dropped off a little bit, maybe struggling with cold tyres at the start. I know for a fact all too well that Nissan is not the best on cold tyres, so definitely struggling a little bit at the moment, it looks like, but he'll probably get into a rhythm soon enough and probably be right back on my ass. But anyway, on to the end of lap 3 now. Couldn't think of what I wanted to say there. But yeah, as you can see, we're all still basically sitting in a train, and this is what the real annoying thing was about Brands Hatch is, it's a real fun track, but when it comes to races like this, it was almost a case of where you qualified was where you finished, because it is just so difficult to overtake. You literally just have to wait for a mistake from whomever you might be racing. As you can see, a little bit of battling going on up ahead there. I think that was Cody trying to have a look around the outside of Dan Holland there, but nothing doing for the Mercedes driver. So Lamborghini maintains the lead for the moment at least. But yeah, this is just really annoying because I felt like this Volkswagen was pretty damn slow, to be honest. I felt like I could actually get through and run at quite a faster pace than what these two were, but again, there's just nothing you can do. But Viper with a pretty crap run out of the final corner. Is the Renault going to go defensive? Yes, he is. So we're going to try and use this to our advantage. We're going to send it down the inside in T1 on the Volkswagen. Bit of contact made there, but we get up into P5. No BS penalties dished out as well, which comes as a surprise. Look in the mirror, Alex trying to dive the Volkswagen as well. So not a bad move there from old mate. But anyway, up to P5 for us now. Still going side by side behind us, but eventually I think they sorted that out. On to lap 7 now. Again for a couple of laps, just stuck behind the Renault. There's nothing I could do. But here we go. We've got a good run. Are we going to look for a move into turn 1? I'm going to look to the outside and switch to the inside. Send it up the inside. Kind of sold him a half-hearted dummy there as he flashes the lights. Well, I don't know what he's flashing the lights for. I don't know if he's mad that there's a bit of contact made, but with all due respect, I think that's just what happens at Brands Hatch. I mean, let's be honest, it's not exactly the widest track, and there's bound to be a bit of contact, but anyway, that released me into some clean air. I was able to keep tabs on the front 3, wasn't able to close the gap, but I was able to keep it around about where it was. But as you can see, now we've got a proper scrap for the lead going on between all 3 of these guys, as Cody was trying to make a move on Dan Holland. Adam trying to look around the outside as well for GT. Nice car that, actually. It's nice to drive, but I think he ran a little bit wide there. He drops back into P3. Now, that did momentarily allow me to actually get within slipstream range of Adam, but unfortunately, which seems to be the story of these FIA races, the top 3, they sat single file for basically the next lap, and slowly started to just bridge that gap back out to me. And this is what gets so annoying sometimes. Like, I'm trying to, keep up a smooth, consistent, fast pace, and I feel like I'm doing that. But then you just see guys like these 3 right here, for example, who, yeah, just drive off into the distance. And honestly, it just leaves me wondering what I'm doing wrong, if anything in particular. Obviously, I'm not the most experienced guy in this field in terms of sim racing or just Gran Turismo in general. I wouldn't mind betting. But anyway, we're getting a little bit wayward here in this final lap. Alex has actually caught right up to us as well in the Nissan, so we might have to watch out. That thing is a bullet in a straight line, so he might try and have a dive at us here if he can get close enough. But yeah, like I was saying, that can be a bit demoralising sometimes when you feel like you're driving on the limit, but you just see guys driving off into the distance like it's nothing. But anyway, looks like Dan Holland is going to win here at Brands Hatch from Cody in P2, Adam P3. But are we going to hang on to P4? Here comes Alex. Is he going to get us on the line? No, not quite. I can say we're actually in a party together, and we were... he was pretty excited by that finish. We were oh so close to getting pipped there. But in the end, it's P4 here at Brands Hatch. I think that's 260 odd points, so pretty pleased with that, to be honest. I felt like 4th is probably the best we could have got, but anyway, that's it from me today, guys. If you enjoyed, remember to leave a like, subscribe, stay tuned for plenty more. And until my next video, I will see you all next time.